there, Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk Bounty video. So I know what you're all thinking. You're thinking, is this video going to be as good as the thumbnail? And I can't promise that, but what we're going to be looking at today in this video is the Legacy Collection Jawa and Security Droid. This is the final Jawa that I needed for my collection from all of like the sort of modern era Jawas that we have. Not really too concerned with the Power of the Force versions and things like that. These are the super articulated versions of the Jawa, and I have maybe 5 or 6 to show you in this video. I just want to say a huge thanks to Gary Moore, who is a friend of the channel, Patreon supporter, and he is very, very kind to me, and he managed to source me this Jawa. I've been after this one for such a long time. It is expensive on the secondary market, and it came with a little note, and he says, "Hey Tim, please find and close that elusive Jawa 2-pack that you have been searching for. I was able to pick this up at a good price here in the US and thought I'd pass it along. Enjoy, Gary." So thank you very much once again, Gary. I really do appreciate it, my friend. As I mentioned to you on the message, it did get sort of bashed around a bit in the packaging, and we do have a bit of a crush going on, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to be opening it. But I think the droid might have taken a bit of a hit, unfortunately. You can see some of the paint is sort of marked on there, and I think he may have snapped, but it's fine. We can glue him. It's absolutely fine. It's really the Jawa that I'm more concerned about anyway. So there's the packaging. This is the Legacy Collection Jawa with Security Droid. There was also another Jawa available in the Legacy Collection. He was the one with the Treadwell droid, and he came in both types of packaging. He came in this packaging and also the like Stormtrooper packaging as well. So we'll take a look at him as well and compare them all and everything a bit later on. He comes with the droid part for R4P44. And you can see some of the other figures on the back of the card there. You've got Herka Chelfas, which is a great figure. Lisub Serlin, which is one that I would like them to reissue actually. She's a great Cantina alien. And Kiadi Mundi there as well. So, right, that's enough of the packaging. Let's crack this Jawa open, add him to the collection, and then we can take a look and compare him against all of the other Jawas that I have in my collection. Alright then, so first off, quickly we'll just take a look at the security droid. So this is the one of the droids from the droid sale outside the Sandcrawler from A New Hope. Awesome little droid. Unfortunately, he did take a bit of a battering by the postman, but he is fixable. I just need to fix this little peg here to keep the little dome on top of the base there. That's not a problem. A little bit of super glue, absolutely no problem at all. But yeah, cool little droid. Very cool indeed. But yeah, this video is all about the Jawa himself, so we're going to take a look at that now. Alright then, so here he is out of the packaging, and the main difference between this Jawa and any of the other Jawas that we have is the soft goods. So basically this one's got like a soft goods skirt instead of the full robe. We do have some of the other Jawas that are all plastic with no soft goods whatsoever, and we'll take a look at them all in a second, all lined up together, including the newest version, the Jawa called Tika from the Obi-Wan series. I do have that one to show you as well. But this is the Legacy Collection one that came with the security droid. It is a much smaller Jawa compared to the other ones, I think. We'll see when we line them up. And it's got some detailing underneath the skirt as well on its legs, so we will just move those there. We've got no knee articulation, just like the other Jawas, but there you'll see there some sort of detailing and paint apps on those sort of straps on his legs and everything. He has the straps going around, or bandolier going around his chest like many of the Jawas do. He has a holster for his blaster. And yeah, he's a little diddy one, this one. It's nice detailing on the back of the hood there. So yeah, very, very pleased to finally have this particular one in the collection, because this is the one that I've been missing for so long. So once again, thank you so much, Gary. Really, really appreciate it, my friend. Really do. Right then, so that's the newest one in my collection. Let's take a look at some of the others so we can compare them. I always find it's quite interesting that Hasbro have made so many different types of Jawa. When, you know, if you think about today's figures, we're getting so many repaints and what have you. And they seem to have retooled the Jawa like maybe 3 or 4 times in the space of 10 years. So, okay, so first of all, we'll take a look at him compared against the other Legacy Collection Jawa that we have here. This is the one that came with the Treadwell droid there. So as I say, he was available in both types of packaging for the Legacy Collection. And he is ever so slightly taller. And of course, he feels a lot more bulky because he's got that sort of full plastic robe. There's no soft goods whatsoever. His body looks bigger in general. This one definitely looks a lot smaller. Maybe that one's female or something. You never know. But anyway, I thought I'd just put those two together. So you've got the Treadwell Droid and the Jawa that came with it next to the new one there. Okay then, so next up we have the Jawa from the 30th anniversary. So this is the one that came with the Lin Droid, or the LIN Droid, I think it is. And these two are fairly similar in size, but they're definitely not the same mold. They don't share any parts or anything. And once again, this one is all plastic. He has a little vest, which is very similar to the vest that we get on the latest Jawa, the Tika Jawa. Very similar vest there indeed. But as I said, I think it's a good thing to have, you know, so many different Jawas in the collection. I think they complement each other pretty well. So that's the 30th anniversary. And next up we have the two from the Black Series. These came in a 2-pack, 3.75 inch Black Series, the TIE Fighter pilot packaging. And obviously these two Jawas are completely different from one another. We've got one in like a really dark plastic and the other one in a light sort of brown. And they are both different to this guy once again, completely different molds. I always find this guy quite funny because I always think he reminds me of the Ghostbusters ghost, just the way his hood sits on his head. I don't know, he just reminds me of that ghost. But this one also got reissued into the vintage collection. So this is the one that you get on that vintage style card. They repacked him into there, not bothering with this one. So once again, 3 completely different Jawa. And finally, here are the 2 most recent Jawa that we have in our collections up against this particular one here. And we have the Offwell Jawa here in grey and pretty much repainted version for Tika from the Obi-Wan series, except for the fact that he does have that plastic vest there. But the figure and the hood and everything is pretty much exactly the same. If you'll notice as well, on Tika he does have the yellow eyes. The Offwell Jawa has the red eyes. And for some reason, this Jawa here has white eyes, which I found pretty interesting. I think all of the other Jawa that I have in my collection have yellow eyes, or gold eyes at least. So that's an interesting thing that he doesn't have those eyes painted yellow. All right then, so here they all are together. This is what I wanted to sort of show you, how different they all are. So from the left to the right, we have the Offworld Jawa, we have Tika, we have the 2 from the Black Series. This one was reissued into the Vintage Collection. We have the 30th anniversary version and the 2 Legacy Collection ones at the end. So once again, thank you to Gary Moore for helping me complete the collection of Jawas. It's one of those things that's been bugging me for a while. The one that you've gifted me today with the security droid is really hard to get hold of. At least it is in the UK. It's really expensive to get hold of in the UK. So hopefully you didn't have to pay out too much to get that for me, but I really do appreciate it, my friend. Once again, it just really shows the generosity of the community, collectors helping collectors. So thank you, Gary, my friend. Really, really appreciate it. Alright then guys, that is a rundown of all of the Jawa in my collection. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you have a favourite? Which ones do you need in your collection? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching, and we shall see you on the next one.